So we have a boundary between two conducting media which have different conductivities sigma 1 and sigma 2. So we have a conducting medium here and another conducting medium here, and the conductivities are sigma 1 and sigma 2 in the mediums. We need to find the law of refraction for direct current lines. That is, if the current is coming in this direction, let's say, right, and once it crosses the medium, it's going to proceed in a different direction. So if this direction of current, initial current, makes an angle alpha 1 with the normal, and the departing current makes an angle alpha 2 with the normal, then we need to prove that tan alpha 2 by tan alpha 1 is equal to sigma 2 by sigma 1. So first thing is, whenever we get a medium in between two dielectrics or in between two conducting medium, one thing we can always sure about is whatever surface charges develop here, that will not affect the parallel electric field. That's going to remain unchanged. So here also some surface charge will be accumulated here on this boundary of the mediums, but E parallel is going to remain unchanged. So E parallel is equal to E parallel, or E1 sin alpha 1 is equal to E2 sin alpha 2. So why we are dealing with electric field? Because we need to deal with charge densities, and charge densities and electric field are related. So that's why we have started with our what we know, that is just one relation when the electric field is parallel to the boundary. Now let's introduce the current, right? So current is flowing in the same direction as electric field, of course, and here it's turning in this direction. So the angles are same, alpha 1 and alpha 2. So let's take a small section of this current which is coming through the area A1, and it hits the boundary and then it goes in this direction and it forms an area A2 after crossing. Now if the area which is the overlapping area between the two currents, let's call that A, and that A is of course on the boundary of the medium. So now, because if this is alpha 1, this angle is also alpha 1. So A1 is A cos alpha 1, right? A cos alpha 1, that is A1. And similarly, A2 is A cos alpha 2, because this angle is alpha 2, same as this. So A cos alpha 2 is A2. So again, why are we bothering with areas? Because we need to bother ultimately with the densities, the current densities, and with current densities we need to deal with areas. So these are our two more equations, and now our final equation is the current coming in is same as current leaving. So I is equal to I, and initial the current coming in is J1 into A1, and J I can write as sigma into E. So this becomes sigma 1 E1 A1 is equal to sigma 2 E2 A2. See, we already predicted when we were to deal with sigma 1 and sigma 2, we should be able to imagine that the terms of electric field and areas are going to come into picture. And we already found those relations between the two electric fields and between the two areas. So our job is done already. So from 1, 2, 3, 4, we put the ratios of what do we want? Sigma 2 by sigma 1. So sigma 2 by sigma 1 becomes E1 A1 by E2 A2. So E1 by E2 is sin alpha 2 by sin alpha 1, and A1 by A2, we divide these two. So A1 by A2 becomes cos alpha 1 by cos alpha 2. So that gives our result which we had to prove. Alright.